Thank you for joining me for today's Gaia Wisdom video blog. Hey, so let's talk about this love thing. You know, one of my most popular meditations on YouTube is the Twin Flame meditation, which tells me that a lot of you are looking for love, looking for that connection, that deep space that you create with somebody. And so in today's video blog, I want to talk a little bit about love. I'm going to show you some love right now. This is love. Yes, this is Buddha. So one of the things about, oops, she's going to follow around. One of the things that I do in my relationship with Amber is that we create tools that sustain our relationship in a way that keeps that deep connection. And that carries forward in just about everything that I do. We do, some of the tools that we have for our relationship are the same tools that we use with people who come here, whether they're a volunteer or if they've come for a retreat, but they're tried and tested and they work. So I'm going to give you some tools that we use in our relationship. But you know, I would say one of the most important things that you have to remember about love, that if you want to attract that deep connected love into your life, you have to also feel that with yourself. You have to create that space of love within your own heart that has that empathy for yourself, that has that connection to your higher self, to your guides, and to that part of yourself that feels vulnerable and raw and hurt and wounded, and to know that that's okay. You know, it's okay to feel those things. So when you embody that love, that type of love, then you give yourself permission to attract it into your life. You become that magnet for that same kind of love. So if you are self-loathing or mean to yourself, if you don't love yourself, do the things for your soul that make you happy, then that's the kind of love that you're going to attract in your life also. So that's the first thing you have to kind of keep in mind when you're working with this thing called love. And the other thing that we do, some of the tools that we use, whoa, animals everywhere. We have a couple of deer here. So some of the things that we do and use is the tool of check-in. So every morning without fail, we check in with each other. We give each other undivided attention to speak from our heart whatever it is that we are feeling or experiencing. And it could be good things, it could be things that are weighing heavy on our heart. But we do it in a way where we don't judge each other, we don't interrupt each other, and we don't take it personally if something is going on. Because sometimes you just have to express something to get it out, and sometimes that's all it's needed. Sometimes you need to work through it, but sometimes it's just about expressing it. And so we give each other that permission to express whatever it is that we're feeling, and know that we're going to be able to express it in a safe place where we're not going to be judged, or it's not going to start a fight or anything like that. It starts a conversation is what it does, if we choose to explore it in a conversation. The other thing that we do is every night before retiring, we answer about 7 questions. And on nights where we're tired, we may answer only 3 or 4. But these questions are ways for us to reflect about our day, how our day has been. You know, one of the questions is, how did God show up for us? What miracle did we witness? Favorite expression of love, things like that. And that gives us a way to kind of connect and to remember some of the important things that happen in a day, because we all get stressed out and we do things that are monotonous, and and for us, we have a lot of work on our plate, and we often spend days where we don't see each other as often because we are both doing our own thing and working in our own world. And so this gives us a way to kind of check in with each other again and still keep that thread of growth in our relationship. And thirdly, one of the tools that we use is we really respect each other. I don't know if that's a tool or not, but it's a way of being. It's like, you know, recognizing that each of us has a, you know, a light side and a dark side, and we all go through growth, and you know, sometimes that growth is hard and sometimes it's easy, but we respect each other enough to allow each other to go through that. And you know, it's much like check-in. You just allow each other to go through that in a safe way and not in a judgmental way. So those are some things that you can bring into your current relationships, and it doesn't have to be with a partner. It can be with your family, you know, doing the questions at dinner time with your entire family, or you know, with your friends. Have a friend that you can check in with each day. But you start building these relationships in your life so that you have a template for the love that you want to create in wherever you are. And when you start kind of looking at your life and all the people in your life as a potential relationship, and when I say potential relationship, I'm not talking about love or, you know, an intimate relationship. I'm talking about just your relationship to people and to beings like the deer, the dogs, you know, the trees, having that respect for nature, having that that co-creative relationship with nature and with people that you know, strangers. I can tell a lot about a person by the way that they treat a server in a restaurant. You know, it's that when there's not a lot of investment, you don't think you're going to see that person again. How you treat that person says a lot about your character. And so you start looking at the way that you are manifesting or exhibiting or expressing that love to all people, you know, stranger and non-stranger alike. And so that's kind of my take on love. And you know, it's easy, I believe, to attract healthy, wonderful love into your life once you start loving yourself. And that is the absolute pivot point for that love. So work on loving yourself first. And one of the things that I tell people too is take yourself out on a date. Start treating yourself the way that you want to be treated, and start envisioning, you know, the beauty that is within yourself, and that beauty shows up in whether it's the light side or the dark side. So I hope that helps. And you know, again, down below, leave some comments on what are ways that you love yourself, or how can you love yourself better. And you know, let's all get on the same train, this love train, and start working through and on these pieces of our life that bring it all together. Because when we all love ourselves and start manifesting that true, authentic love in our lives, the world certainly does change. So, all right, have a good time doing that. I am going to go and play with these guys and show them some love.